6.
They were called the Ghost Squadron, a group of naval aviators and crew members, and now 40 years after they were disbanded, they will get the recognition they have sought for years. Here's Bob Lawrence with a story you'll only see on 10 News.
Yeah, it helped. I missed the first two reunions.
Truth is, for Tom Clark on the right and Jack Valenti, reunions have been few and far between, for a reason.
We were born in secrecy, operated in secrecy, and told to not discuss the operations for approximately 30 years until it was unclassified.
Fact is, it was only 10 years ago that these two former sailors were allowed to even talk about what they did. In the late 60s, Pentagon planners retrofitted a dozen mothballed anti-submarine planes and quickly assembled flight crews to drop listening devices, shown here under the wing, so that movements along the Ho Chi Minh Trail, the supply line from the north, could be monitored.
Later on that day or at night, the Air Force bombers were able to hone in on those signals and get a lot of bang for the buck, if you will, in terms of destroying the supply lines.
But to do that, it meant flying these Jolly Green Giants at near treetop level.
You know, they could take a popgun and shoot it out of the sky at 500 feet. And at the tip, they had brought in all kind of artillery and stuff and everything. So it was, you know, it was hairy.
So hairy that 20 squadron members never made it back. This is Clark with his crew and Valenti with his. And now, after 40 years, a presidential unit citation.
Bunch of us who were put into the enlisted combat air crew honor roll, and to have that honor and then to get this honor is really an honor.
And this time, no doubt, it'll truly be a reunion to remember. Bob Lawrence, 10 News.
A San Diego destroyer, the Milius, is named after Paul Milius, a Ghost Squadron pilot who was shot down. The presidential unit citation will be presented in Washington, D.C. next week.